everyone, it's Emily Fox. Today's video is going to be me sharing with you my most repurchased makeup and skincare products from Sephora. With their Sephora VIB Appreciation Sale, I think that's the name they gave it. I think it's the perfect time to share with you those products that I love so much that I finished them and then went ahead and repurchased them. So I'll put all the details in the description box just because I don't remember exactly all the dates and everything and like the specific code you have to use. But yes, let's just jump right into it because I have quite a few makeup and skincare products I want to share. I feel like a lot of these you'll most likely have heard me mention if you are not new to my channel. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe and click that bell button to not miss any future videos. I feel like it sounds always so weird whenever I say it. So, foundation. I love, and I mean love, the Lancome Teint Idole foundation. I have repurchased this. Okay, technically, I bought it in the lightest shade, which I have right now right here. This is 110C, and I have purchased the darker shade, which was 220C, I believe, and then finished that and repurchased it again, and I feel like I'm at least halfway through it. So I don't know if you count this as repurchasing it once or twice, but I've definitely repurchased this foundation, and I love it. First off, great range of color. I believe they have 40 shades and they are separated with cool, neutral, and warm undertones, so you will definitely be able to find a shade for yourself. That came out weird. And I love this. This is like full coverage foundation, and I used to be someone that hated them because I don't like the feeling nor the look of like really cakey makeup. I feel like they tend to emphasize dry patches, first off. I have combination skin, but I have dehydrated skin, so I do get dry patches around my nose mostly, or sometimes in between my brows. And really thick foundation just emphasizes it, and it's just not something I like. But this doesn't. It looks so natural for the amount of coverage that it gives. It lasts so well throughout the day. Like, I've worn this for like 20 hours a day. I did have to repowder, obviously, but the foundation was still on my face. It was still giving me great coverage, and it photographs beautifully, and I love this so much. So yeah, definitely have repurchased this. Will forever repurchase this as my full coverage foundation, and can't rave enough about it. I wasn't sure if I was going to include this product because I haven't repurchased this in a while, but in the past I've repurchased this. Well, I had and finished 3 bottles. So I still thought I would give it a shout out, and it is the Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. And like I said, I bought a sample size, like the travel size, and then I bought the jumbo size, and then like the normal size. So I've used this tinted moisturizer for years back in the day. If you go back to like when I started my channel, you can definitely see me use this because it's light coverage. Again, it looks incredibly natural on the skin, but just gives you like light medium coverage, but it looks like skin, which is just what I would prefer on a daily basis. And yes, I love this a lot. And I believe like the jumbo bottle, or was it the normal size bottle, was in like a project pan I did back in the day. So yes, I have repurchased this 2 times, 3 times, however you want to call this. Finished 3 bottles. There, we solved it. You know what? To balance it out, I'm going to be including a few skincare products in between the makeup. So let's start with a newer favorite, but it is my 2nd bottle, so I have repurchased this and I want to rave about it. I have in the past, but I need to do it again and again and again. And it is the Henriksen Wonderfeel Double Cleanser. And I love Milky Cleanser, and this is what this one is. It looks pretty much like a lotion. And like part of me is crying right now because I'm wasting it. But this smells like raspberries. And like the best way to make me want to purchase your product is just make it smell like a fruit. And I'm like, yep, I need it. And this is a double cleanser, so you can use it to remove your makeup. What I'll usually do is if I'm wearing like a normal amount of makeup, like on a day-to-day basis, no false lashes basically, I'll just jump in the shower with this, wash my face, rinse it off. It removes everything. Plus it smells delicious. So I just can't get over this. Like I want like a body lotion that smells like this. My favorite thing about it is that my skin doesn't feel stripped whenever I wash it off. It feels moisturized, which, I mean, I feel like sometimes, especially if you have acne prone skin or oilier skin, you tend to use products that just make it worse because it dries it out and then your skin starts producing even more oil. And yes, this has been like a dream to use, and like I said, I have repurchased. This is my 2nd one, and once this is done, I will repurchase it again because it's so good. Let's go with mascaras because I have been very vocal about the fact that I, generally speaking, prefer drugstore mascaras because I can buy like 3, if not more, for the same price as one high-end mascara. And I just don't feel like they're that different and that they're actually worth it. If you haven't seen, I'll link down below. I have done like a top 5 drugstore, or was it a top 6 drugstore mascara, and I've reviewed like so many, and you can see what they look like on my lashes, so you can definitely see what they do. But these 2 mascaras are something that I have repurchased and will repurchase during the sale because I can't live without them. I think they're actually worth the money. So let's start with this one. This is the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara, and this is so good. Mine is like, these 2 are so stinky. Like, I should not be wearing this still on my lashes, but I just can't get myself to throw them out because they're so good. So the Lancome one has one of those like big natural bristle brush, and it does deposit quite a bit of product on your lashes, but I don't feel like it becomes clumpy, and the formula is not overly wet, but it's still not dry, and I've had this for way too long, and it just curls my lashes a little bit. It does give it a little bit of length, and like I said, it's not that clumpy. So like, this could be like the one mascara that you use. I prefer like really separated lashes, and I still could wear this on its own, and I just think it gives me really nice look. I think I have like a clip of me wearing it in my like summer favorite of last year or something, so clearly I've been loving it for that long. I'll try to link that if I can find it. But yes, I have been loving this, like I said, for at least a year, and I have repurchased, I can't remember if this is my 2nd or 3rd tube of this, but again, I will be repurchasing it during the Sephora sale. I think it's absolutely worth the money, totally worth the hype. I feel like a lot of people were talking about this, but yes, love it. And the other mascara is from Benefit, and it is the Roller Lash Mascara. This one has also been receiving a lot of love, but I love it. I think this is only my 2nd big one, but I got so many of the like 100 perks from Sephora because first off, the brush is a small plastic bristle brush, and I like even using these 2 together. Actually, if you want to see a video about my favorite mascara combos, let me know, because I always pretty much use 2 mascaras, and I like this one as the 2nd one. On its own, it's definitely still lengthening. It does give you still some volume. It's very separating and curling because of the one. I feel like plastic ones are always better at this because you can actually push on your lashes without having a bunch of product deposited on your lid, which it always happens to me, but still. And yes, this is just wonderful. And again, I've repurchased this a few times and I will do so again, but together they're like extra good. Let's go with one of my favorite moisturizers of all time. I feel like skincare, especially moisturizers, brand, I don't know what's going on. They keep discontinuing my favorite ones because like Lancome, Clarins, what's up? Like, do we have like a vendetta and I'm not aware of it? Because you keep doing this to me and I'm starting to feel a little paranoid here. Like, seriously though. I love the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Face Moisturizer. I think this is my 5th one, and this one is empty. Like, I can't even... You did not see that. I don't even think I can like swatch it. Like, it just... Oh! I don't know if I'm happy or sad about this. You can see it's a very lightweight lotion. It's almost close to a gel, and it sinks into your skin so quickly and just leaves it like moisturized and plumped and happy. And like, I've used this, I don't know for how long, a couple of years, at least 5 years I think. And I used to have really dry skin and loved it at a time, and like I said, I have combination skin right now and I still love this. It's just, it would work for anyone. It's just so easy to wear during the summer, during the day. Even if you live somewhere that's super hot and humid, it's great. And same thing during the winter. I still use this. So again, 5 times. That kind of says it all, and I will definitely repurchase this again in the future. It's so like simple. Like, I know it's not going to break me out. It doesn't work weirdly with other products. It works fine under makeup, and it's super moisturizing. Actually, at the same time, let me include the thicker cream. And this one, they say you can use it on your body and face, and I've done both. And again, I don't even know how many I've gone through. If you could see in my wardrobe, I have literally a bag of like the sample travel sizes, whatever that you can get for 100 perks and something. Like a bag of them. I have issues. I am in love with this product. I use it on my legs because I'm someone that will just scratch my leg until they bleed. And during the winter, it's just the worst. And this just solves the issue right away. I also use this sometimes as a mask. I have dry patches. It works really well. It heals your skin at the same time. If you have little bumps behind your arms, for example, or if I'm sick, you know how it is. Your nose is just like, it's gone. Like, you can't do anything. It can't be saved. well, it can now. Like this just, literally my nose would be like this for like 2 weeks. But if I apply this 2 days later, my nose is back to normal. This is just pure magic. Totally recommend this. Love it. And again, I don't know how many I went through, but I have repurchased so many times that I have like a bunch currently here. So a little excessive. Actually, let me grab them. Okay, so don't judge me, but like, I wouldn't blame you if you did. I have this one, which is like the vanilla flavor. Don't really recommend it. I prefer the original one. And this is my current, or at least all the ones I could find, collection of the small size. Again, I got issues. And then I have the big old jar that is like ridiculously big. Like, look at this. So, you can maybe tell that I kind of like it. Like, it's okay, I guess. Hoarding problems. But yeah, 8 mini size, a normal size, and then the giant papa size. Let me go with eyeliners. My #1 most repurchased eyeliner of all time is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner in Intense Black. This is my 3rd one, I believe, and I've used up 2 of the original packaging. It was like black and white, now it's gold, which I guess it looks even better. This is amazing. Like, if every eyeliner you try ever just gives you the whole like raccoon look, which is very, very nice, you need to try this. It's amazing. It's very easy to use. It has one of those, how to call those? Felt tip applicator. It's not a brush, and it doesn't end up being super fuzzy right away. I feel like a lot of people were saying that this is like, if you want to dupe, you can get the Essence one. I wholeheartedly disagree, like completely. The Essence one on me, after just a few uses, it starts like fuzzing up and just being a little funky, and even if I turn it around the little point, it's still a mess. I don't like it nearly as much as this, and this, I could use this daily for like almost a year before it dries out. And even then, it wasn't dried out, because I remember I used to use this every single day for like 8 months straight, and it was still going strong, except it was just starting to be a little fuzzy at the end. 8 months. Is it worth the money? Absolutely. And like I said, this is my 3rd one. I actually just purchased the micro tip one, and I wanted to give it a shout out because it's not for everyone, definitely not. But if you don't have a lot of lid space and you want to use eyeliner and you just have a hard time making it super thin, it's the same formula but a very, very small tip. Personally, I like using it, especially here, because I don't have, again, a lot of lid space, and I feel like it just makes it super easy to make it super sharp. And I haven't repurchased this, but since it's like the same thing, just wanted to give it a little shout out. Let's speak eye cream, because I have been very vocal about my quest to find the best eye cream of all time, and my eyes are very difficult. It's not me, it's my skin. And like, I will break out with eye creams. It happened multiple times. Like, waking up with a huge pimple close to your eyes is the worst, because you can't really put much on it, or they will give me milia, or they will just not do anything, or when I apply makeup on top, everything will just roll off my face, which is like, again, the worst. So this is my 3rd bottle of the Origins Plantscription Anti-Aging Eye Treatment, and I don't know about you, that kind of looks empty. A little bit empty. I love this so much, and I will repurchase this a 4th time as soon as possible. I'm currently using up other eye creams, but this is just like up there for me. It's amazing. It's kind of a in between, I would say like a lotion, almost a bit thick, but it's not like a full-on cream. And my under eyes hate thick creams. They always break me out pretty much. And this, again, it sinks fast enough under my eyes that I can still use it in the morning, and it doesn't affect my makeup when I put it on top. It actually moisturizes my skin. It doesn't break me out or anything. Nothing funny happens basically with this. And I would say I feel like it does a difference anti-aging wise. I don't really have lines yet, like, except like the ones you're born with, I guess. And maybe it's because of this actually, but like, I feel like it makes a difference. I really, really love it. I totally think it's worth the money. And again, this is my 3rd one. It's empty. I love it. I could not do a video about my most repurchased products at Sephora without mentioning the Anastasia Beverly Hills at Brow Wiz. I have 2 shades I use back and forth. I have medium brown and granite, and granite, the one I have currently, is completely empty, so clearly, again, I will have to repurchase this. This one is kind of a like dark, very cool tone brown. If you apply it very thickly, you could make it like black. So I guess if you have really dark hair, it works for you. But I use this a ton. My hair is not black, although in this lighting it's kind of hard to tell. But I can make it light enough that it looks almost more gray, but like very cool tone brown. Let's go with that because I like my brows to be very cool tone sometimes, and I feel like it's so difficult to find a brow product that isn't overly dark, basically for black hair, and isn't overly warm. So difficult. So that one is like the best one I've found, especially at Sephora. Love it so much. And it's super simple. It's not overly creamy, so it doesn't go overboard very fast. It's very, very, very beginner friendly. So I just can't recommend this enough. And the medium brown one, is it medium brown? Yeah, medium brown, is just a slightly warmer shade and a tiny bit lighter. To be honest, if you have brown hair, you can still get away with this. I don't feel like it's overly orange, especially compared to a lot of other ones I've tried. So again, actually this is the one I'm currently wearing today, and my brows definitely don't look warm, so love. I have gone through 4, 5, ever since I started using it. This is like a daily product for me. I totally think it's worth the money. I don't run out of it too fast that it's not worth spending the money, and I feel like it doesn't dry out as fast as like all the dupes that you hear about. So depending on how fast you use a product, I would think that this is worth the money and the little bit of investment because it lasts me for a really long time. Love. Let's talk about lips because I may like this lip balm. This is like one of my favorite lip balms and my favorite one sold at Sephora, and it is the Lash Lip Sleeping Mask. And this is the bottle that you will have seen everywhere on the internet. I technically finished the travel size. In my defense, I actually spent the money for this. It was like a little kit from Lash, and this took me a long time to use. Like I was using this daily and it took me a few months. And have you seen the size of this? Like it's one of those like fake bottoms. So like you think you're getting this, but actually you're getting just this. But it will last you such a long time. And it's the most like glossy, plumping, like it just makes my lips like line kind of less visible, and it's just a dream to just wear it on your lips. Plus this one is the berry scented one, and it smells amazing, tastes amazing. Not lick it off, but if you do, it's amazing. And yeah, I liked it so much that whenever I was done with it, I ended up purchasing the full size of it, and again, love it too. You get so much product, like you will not run out of this. Like this is huge. And even though it's a sleeping mask, I like wearing it during the day because again, it's super glossy and it's actually moisturizing, so I feel like it's even better than a gloss. So if my lips are feeling a bit dry, I just slap a little bit of this on. And even though it's not available at Sephora, I still wanted to give a shout out to the other scents / flavors. I really like the vanilla one, and actually there's a huge scent in this one. Hopefully you can kind of tell. And I've been using this a lot, and there's still most of the product in here. So I'll link down below other websites where you can get the other flavors because I don't think they are currently available at Sephora. Hopefully they will be bringing them, but technically there are 4 shades and vanilla one is my favorite. The next product is a concealer, and I'm cheating a little bit because I'm repurchasing it during the Sephora sale, but I've used it for, was it 5 years that we discovered when I went back and I looked at my oldest Sephora purchases. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it so you can see it. And I realized how gross of a person I was because I had technically the other shade, but I still have that one, and I have used it of this product. This is the Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer. This is waterproof. This will cover every pimple you have going on, and it will not budge all day long. And I feel like even if I have like applied a bit too much product to dry it out, this will not overly emphasize the dry patches, and it's just pure magic. I have literally almost only used this on a daily basis to cover my skin issues in years, like years and years and years. Mailman. What was I saying? I was reading about this. This is the Makeup Forever concealer, and like I said, I technically haven't repurchased until now, but I've used this straight up for over 5 years, and like look how amazing this is. This is, I believe, my most used of the two. And like I'm gonna have to like get rid of it because I've used this for at least 5 years. And so even though it's a bit pricey, although with the sale it's worth it to splurge a little, if it's gonna last you for 5 years, I think it's absolutely worth the money. Like I've spent my money on it twice to get 2 colors. By the way, my color is 5. if anyone is interested. That would be like a NW 1520 in a MAC foundation-ish. And yeah, I'm repurchasing again 5 years later, or 6 years later. Yeah, I'm a little gross, but that just says it all. This is just amazing. Best face concealer I've ever used. Can't rave about this enough. Amazing. This is the Philosophy Purity Made Simple Cleanser. I feel like everyone used to rave about this. I haven't heard a lot of people mention it lately, but I still wanted to give it a shout out because this is my backup one and I have used up in the past, I believe 2 or 3 bottles. So this would be like my 3rd or 4th bottle of this, and I used to go back to this every time my skin would freak out because I feel like on YouTube, if you're constantly testing new makeup and skincare, sometimes your face just doesn't like it. And I would just go back to this, it would calm everything down, and it just worked really nicely for me. Once again, it's a pretty milky consistency, which seems to be a pattern here. I just think they're very soothing and I like them. So yeah, this is my 3rd or 4th bottle of this, and I will happily start using this as soon as I finish another few cleansers because I've been like hoarding them a little too much. If you haven't seen it, I've done a declutter of my skincare and it was a little bit of a mess. So awesome, definitely I've repurchased, would still do it in the future. Love it. How do you guys deal with baby hairs? Because mine are just going mental in the front. It's just a big old mess. Why do you gotta do this to me? Like, how much gel do I have to put on you for you to decide to stop curling like this? By the way, a trick if you have baby hairs like this is to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I currently don't have it with me, which is why it's going like this, but otherwise, even baby hairs on top, so good. Let me know if you would like me to do a version of this with products that I may have repurchased different colors, especially for blushes and lipsticks, because I feel like I don't go through them a lot because of that. I will just get more colors if I like the formula, or in general, just products that I've used the most. Like bronzers, I don't go through them quite fast, but some of them I may have a backup of them, or I'm like, I have a huge dent in them type of thing. So let me know if you would be interested in seeing that. I'll definitely do another version of this also for drugstore, especially if you would like to see one. So that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. It helps other people find it. Don't forget to subscribe because you definitely don't want to miss any future videos. And I will be putting on the screen of the videos that I've done that I recommend you check out, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. You didn't see me do it, but I totally slipped. My light fell on the floor. Everything on the table went on the floor. It was just a little bit of a mess.